What is up, my butter biscuits? In today's video, it's kind of like a follow-up video slash update, so I do recommend checking out my first video on this. We're going to be talking about Rhode skincare by Hailey Bieber. She did win her lawsuit. I did do a full video on this before, going through all the details between the shop Rhode clothing as well as Rhode skincare, because there was several statements made. In today's video, I'm going to be reading the original statement from the Rhode clothing brand that was actually suing Hailey Bieber because of the name Rhode. I did mention within that video, I did find it to be, it was a little expected, let's just say, that she was going to win this lawsuit, being that she has Rhode skincare and the Rhode clothing was just clothing, and they didn't cover themselves in all other aspects. I did mention this before. I feel like if you guys are going to be coming out with a brand, I highly recommend to just cover yourself in all bases. You know what I'm saying? Only because I feel like, say for example, in the future, if you have a clothing line, maybe you do want to come out with a skincare line or a makeup brand or something like that, and you want it to have the same name, then I would just get everything covered. You know what I'm saying? So TMZ actually reported on this, so I'm going to be reading that article, and I will be reading the original statement from Rhode clothing, just that way you guys have a little bit of the backstory on it, just in case you guys don't want to go back to the previous video. However, I do recommend checking that one out because there's way more details. I read both statements and I read articles about it as well too. So if you guys are interested in this update, of course, go ahead and keep on watching. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that, and let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all, I cannot wait until winter time. I am so over filming videos here. I don't know why. For some reason, I don't know. I'm not liking the light in here. I know a lot of you guys say that it does look more natural. You can see colors a little bit better. However, my studio lighting is just so much better. I don't know. I look at the viewfinder. I feel like, ooh, I don't know. I like my lighting in there. Anyways, y'all, if you guys don't want to go back to the previous video, I am going to read the original post from Shop Rhode right now, just in case you guys don't want to go back, because I know that could be a little bit annoying, but there is way more details in there. So this is what it says right here from the Shop Rhode Instagram. A note from our founders, Perna and Phoebe. 9 years ago, we quit our jobs and founded Rhode out of our apartment, creating a fashion company from nothing. We're two women entrepreneurs who met in college, built the Rhode brand, and put years of hard work into our minority co-owned company. Today, we were forced to file a lawsuit against Hailey Bieber and her new skincare line that launched last week and that is using the brand Rhode. We didn't want to file the lawsuit, but we had to in order to protect our business. We admire Hailey. She has worked hard and earned the ability to create her own skincare line. We don't want to sue Hailey. We want to celebrate her. As fellow women entrepreneurs, we wish her every success. Hailey could choose any brand for her skincare line. We have only the brand name Rhode that we've built. That's why we didn't sell her our brand when she asked 4 years ago, and why we are asked now to change, or are asking her now, sorry, to change her skincare line's brand. Her using our brand is hurting our company, our employees, our customers, and our partners. We're confident in the lawsuit's outcome, but we hope Hailey will now understand the harm we're sure she never meant to cause and change her skincare line's brand. Thank you to everyone for valuing our vision and supporting us. So this is the part that I did mention in my previous video, that I kind of already expected this to happen. I kind of felt like they were going to lose the lawsuit, being that obviously Hailey Bieber is looking for the copyright title in the skincare category and probably the makeup category. You know what I'm saying? The beauty category, let's just say. And this company right here is obviously just trademark protected underneath clothing. So that's why I was just kind of like, okay, I'm sure that this is going to go in Hailey's favor. But the part that I thought was so shady is that they are saying right here, which by the way, I have no factual proof about, but this is just their word, that they said 4 years ago she tried purchasing the name from them. That's the part where I think it is a little bit shady, that she did obviously know about the brand, which it was said before actually in the article that I read in my previous video, that is her middle name, I believe, some part of her name. So I do kind of understand the name and why she wanted to stick with it. However, I just kind of, I don't know, I felt bad about it, you know what I'm saying, being that she did know about it, so it does come across a little bit shady. So now we're going to go ahead and move into the full article from TMZ. It says it's an exclusive. So this is what it says right here. And I'm going to tell you guys, I read this article already and I'm a little bit confused. So if you guys are court junkies, please let me know about this, because I'm super confused, because they make it seem within this article that she won, but she didn't win the final say. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of she won one part of it. It's kind of what I'm getting out of it. But, then again, I am a little bit dumb. So I'm I don't really understand this. So y'all let me know. So this is what it says right here. Hailey Bieber, big victory in trademark battle, going forward with Rhode skincare line. This was actually updated on the 23rd. So just yesterday. A Rhode spokesperson tells TMZ, our lawsuit continues. The court ruling is simply a decision by the judge not to prohibit Hailey Bieber's skincare line from using our brand name while litigation proceeds. Deferring the ruling until we have the opportunity to gather more evidence, it is exceedingly rare for a judge to issue the preliminary order we sought, and so we expected this outcome. We remain confident that we will win at trial. Rhode is our name and brand. We built it, and federal and state laws protect it. We ask Hailey to achieve her goals without using the brand name we have spent the last 9 years building. So, see, that right there obviously is coming from the clothing brand. So that's where I'm just kind of like, okay, I get a little bit confused because they make it seem like, okay, she won one part of it, but not the final. You know what I mean? Moving forward here, Hailey Bieber is legally cleared to launch Rhode, her new skincare line, after a judge shot down a NY company's claim she's stealing its trademark and she was wasting no time in using it. TMZ broke the story. A clothing company called Rhode NYC filed a trademark infringement lawsuit against Hailey in an attempt to block her new biz venture. Oh wow, sorry, this just way threw me off right here, y'all. TMZ, like, I get it, like they got to get their coins, but every time I'm on TMZ, there's just so many pop-up ads and it just throws everything off. I'm like, oh my god. Her new biz venture. Hailey, whose middle name is Rhode, okay, see, that's where we're going, argued her company is strictly dealing with skincare and not clothing, so there would be no confusion to the public. Well, on Friday afternoon, a federal judge sided with Hailey, denying Rhode's NYC motion for a preliminary injunction. Shortly after the emergency hearing, Hailey released a behind-the-scenes documentary called The Making of Rhode on her YouTube channel. Her lawyer submitted the documentary to the court after the clothing company filed a complaint with the court over its release, but the judge saw no reason to shut down the film's debut. See, this is what I was saying, like, it kind of does suck for this clothing brand, and I kind of do feel for them because, like I said, say for example, you know how many brands are coming out, like, say for example they have like clothing lines and they come out with makeup brands or skincare lines, like let's say for example like Fashion Nova, right? They have clothing and they came out with like Nova Beauty or Fashion Nova Beauty, whatever it's called. So obviously they had that like trademark underneath all of those categories. This is where I think that it sucks that they didn't think ahead to protect themselves in every single category, so that way nobody else would come and kind of like step on their toes, you know what I mean? That's why I'm kind of like, I feel bad for them, but at the same time too, in core, it's just kind of like, well, you guys didn't get the trademark for the skincare section, and it's a whole different thing, skincare versus clothes. You know what I mean? So this is what it says right here, continuing on. This is a huge victory for Hailey. Rhode NYC lost its battle to immediately shut down her company. While the clothing company can still make arguments that she's causing market confusion, it's going to be an uphill battle now that Hailey's business is up and running. So that is pretty much the update right there. So that's what I'm saying. So they obviously still can make arguments, but it's probably not going to go anywhere. If I were them, I would just kind of like let it be, because obviously you're going to be spending so much money and their money does not compare to like Justin Bieber's and Hailey Bieber's money. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, too, I do want to say, I feel like this brand is going to be very successful. I see a lot of people talk about it on TikTok, and they really like the active ingredients in her products. It seems very clean, very good, and the products do seem very effective. So I feel like this brand is going to be successful. On top of, let's keep it real, like it has Justin Bieber's backing on it. You know what I mean? And he's like obviously a massive celebrity. This is a thing right here that I do like. Once again, I'm like, I feel bad for them, but at the same time too, like, you got to think ahead. You know, I'm actually in the process of working on another video about a company that's going to be suing Tula, and I'm just kind of like, it's the same thing, you know what I mean? You got to protect yourselves, and I know that it does suck sometimes because you may think, oh, I don't have the money to do this or the money to do that, but to actually file like a copyright is really not that expensive. I did it about like 4 years ago or so, and then it was like $50. It was like 50 or $75. I know that like may seem like a lot to some people, but when you're getting into business, it's really not a lot of money, you know what I mean? Anyways, y'all, so that is the update right there. What do you guys feel about it? Do you guys feel like it was shady of her? The only part that I think was shady of her is that she knew of the company. You know what I mean? So it's like, obviously she did her due diligence and she went out there and she actually looked for company names. So I do think it is shady that she tried to purchase it from them and then she got shut down, but then she still went forward with it anyways. Like, I feel like that's a little bit shady, but then that is her legal middle name. So that's been a part of her for her whole entire life before the clothing company was even born as well. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I kind of see both sides of it, but I'm more so kind of like, I get it, you know, especially if that's your middle name and you're like, I want the brand to obviously be personal to me. You know what I mean? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.